Hi, and the topic for today is cravings and addictive urges. Now, most of us have a point where we just feel like I've got to do this, I've got to do this, even though we know it's not good for us. And if that happens just now and then it's easy to pass that by, even if you succumb and do that thing once. But when you get addicted to something and you constantly crave it, that's a neurological process. And initially, whatever you did to give you that first hit had to have brought you pleasure in the moment. But that doesn't mean that it would bring you pleasure long term. So one cigarette doesn't give you cancer or make you sick, but many cigarettes over time, now that's a different story. And it's the same with food. When you are addicted to food that for you tastes good, you've labeled it as delicious and lovely and as a treat, but in reality it's having the same impact in your body that a cigarette would have, in that an accumulation of it is toxic, and it's actually going to detract from your health, from your vitality, and it's going to cost you dear no matter how good it tastes. So in that moment, psychologically, neurologically, there's things we can do. But what I want to focus on in this video is how we can use TFT, one of the most effective energy techniques, to collapse that craving. So when I first started using TFT, this was one of the first things I did, and I was actually filming for ITV, and the camera lady went to light up a roll up. This was pre-smoking ban, and we all went, oh God, we're gonna stink. And I, having just trained in TFT a week before, said, oh, can I just show you something that might help you not want that? And so she, what's this? So I did the craving sequence I'm about to show you. And she went, okay. So when we started off, she rated her craving as a 10, like, I've got to have this cigarette. And then it went down to a 5. And then it went down, and she looked at this cigarette that she was holding and she smelt it and she went, well, that's very odd because I don't want it. And then looked at me right in the eye and went, I hope you haven't made me give up smoking. Which, of course, would have been a lovely bonus. But in that moment, it stopped her wanting it. And the reality is that if you use this technique as part of a resource pack, which you've got many of in this members area and in whichever program you have, then it really can stop you for good. And I have done this technique with someone who then has never, ever gone back to eating crisps. So it's really up to you. It might be something that you do over and again, but when you add the emotional element to it, it will really work much more effectively. So you know that when you have a thought, it has a consequence, and thoughts really are energy, and every thought that flows through your brain is electrochemical. Those are the neurological pathways. They're electrochemical. Now, energy has this kind of energy has a positive and a negative polarity, just like the batteries in your remote control. And if you flip them the wrong way up, you can't turn the TV over. So when you make these self-sabotaging decisions, 9 times out of 10, your polarity is flipped. And literally, it's as if you've got your battery the wrong way up. And in that moment, you self-sabotage or make a negative choice. And you know from previous videos that this point here is the single most important point when it comes to collapsing negativity and stopping self-sabotage, whether you're doing it in the moment to correct it or you're doing it to prevent it. So I always recommend before any TFT treatment or sequence that you at the very least do that, and if not, do the full triangle. So we are going to start with the full triangle, and then as we get through, we're going to tap the side of the hand. Now, of course, you've got this video to keep, so maybe watch it once and then get the thing that you crave. It might be chocolate, it might be cheese, banana, it might even be picking up your phone to check text. It doesn't have to be food or drink related. So think about something that you feel that you lose your control and that you just have to do, and a minute afterwards you think, I knew I shouldn't have done that. I really wish I hadn't done that. So decide what it is. If it's a cigarette or a bar of chocolate or something like that, then hold that in your hand so that you can see it and smell it and taste it. And then rate that craving on a scale of 1 to 10. And just go inside, notice how that feels, where you feel it in your body. And then we're going to begin with the triangle sequence. So we're going to do side of the hand, index finger, both collarbones, under the nose, under the lip, under the nose, index finger on the other hand and side of that hand. And then the first sequence that we're going to do starts with the collarbones. So thinking about whatever it is, the behavior or the crisps or the chocolate, whatever it is. Then tap under your eyes, just noticing where that craving is in your body, how it feels. And then your collarbones again. Now you're going to tap this spot here between these two knuckles. This is your gamut spot in TFT. It's the triple warmer meridian. And this is the one that generates fight, flight and panic mode. So, and of course, that's a big part of a craving. I'm panic if I can't have it. So as you tap this now, close your eyes, open your eyes, look down to one shoulder, then the other shoulder. Do a big circle with your eyes as if you're looking at all the numbers on a clock, and then the other way, and hum out loud. And count back 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hum again. And then you're just going to tap the collarbones, under the eyes, and the collarbone. Now, if you can feel it coming down, you carry on with that sequence. I'm going to show you another one, which also, even if it's coming down, you can go on and do this one anyway. So this time we do under the eyes, just thinking about that craving, just not so much thinking about it, just noticing it and if it's changing now. And then you're going under both arms. So that's just here on your side, about on your bra strap, and collarbones. Now tap on that spot again, close your eyes, open your eyes, look down to one corner, the other corner, big circle, up and round, and the other way, up and round, and hum out loud. And count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hum. And then tap under both eyes. Under both arms, right on the side of your ribs, and collarbones. And now we're going to start this time under your arms. Now start to visualize what it would be like if you didn't have that craving. So imagine looking at the cheese, the chocolate, the phone, the whatever it is, vending machine. Just imagine you can see it, and in your mind's eye, close your eyes as you tap. Imagine what it would be like if that craving had left your body now. What would you be doing different? Decide what it would look like to not have it. Then tap under your eyes and just make a mind movie as if you're watching yourself in a parallel universe where you don't have this craving now. Just notice what you're doing. Notice if you're happy not doing it. That's crucial. So as you watch this movie, notice how good. God, blimey, you look fabulous not having that. You look completely free, in control, empowered. And now tap both collarbones. Just thinking about that as you watch this positive movie of what you look like without that craving now. And tap on that gamut spot and close the eyes and open down to one shoulder, other shoulder, big circle, up and round, other way, up and round, and hum. And count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And tap under both arms. Close your eyes, watch that movie again, even if it's just 10 seconds long. Rewind it and watch it, rewind it and watch it. Just keep looping it and really add the emotion. So imagine as you watch it, you get that feeling that you get when you don't have this. And under the eyes. Now, get that feeling. Watch that, just keep looping it over and over and over again. And notice as you tap your collarbones how good it feels to not have this. Now put both hands on your chest, keep your eyes closed, go inside. Now this time, as you watch the movie, you're going to watch it from the inside. So float down inside yourself and see this movie from inside your body. See yourself with that old trigger, not doing it, and feeling absolutely amazing. And just make it really short, 10 seconds. Rewind it and see it again. And each time you do it, imagine feeling so good, so good. Each time you do it, and just notice not doing it, not eating it, not caving feels better than when you did it. So much better. And just draw that feeling into your heart, into your neurology. And keep this video, of course, you've got access to it whenever you want. Rewind it, go through that sequence a few times. And in the next video, we'll do some more on cravings and changing behaviors. Take care.